The Yangtze River, or like it's commonly called Yangtze. It is the longest river in Asia, the third longest river in the world, and the longest river in the world to flow entirely within one country. Yangtze River flows around 6,300 kilometers in easterly direction before merging to East China Sea. If we talk about the shipping and logistics in the Yangtze River, it is nicknamed as China's Golden Shipping Route. There are hundreds of ships and thousands of barges navigating in Yangtze River at a single moment. It is a golden waterway that traverses China from east to west. Yangtze River is the world's largest and busiest navigable river. The inland river freight ranks first in the world for 15 consecutive years. It is a backbone of China's economy, and around 60% of the volume of trades in China happens in Yangtze River. Although Yangtze River has numerous cargo ports and shipyards along its length, deep draft vessels still can't enter the river due to the lack of sufficient depths along the entrance. We had to discharge half of our cargo at first port so that we could lighter the vessel and had lesser draft to enter the channel. This whole operation requires a detailed cargo planning to achieve the desired draft. In addition to that, we had 5 overhead bridges to cross. Calculation of safe passage for the same had to be done prior entering that area. Merchant vessels are equipped with ballast pump. Through those, we can pump in, pump out seawater into the ship's ballast tanks to adjust our draft and stability of the ship. River transit to our discharging port required a long pilotage of around 21 hours. This whole transit was not possible to complete in one go. That is why we had different pilots to complete the transit. At the entrance of the river, ship was navigated by the sea pilot. Thereon, at around midway of the transit, we had to change over to the river pilot and then to harbor pilot for berthing. Transit through the Yangtze River was quite long, and the river is quite narrow with sharp turns at various locations. There is always a tug assisting big ships navigating in the channel. This is morning 10:15 and shortly I'll be going on watch on the bridge, because as if now the plan is we'll be going to drop anchor at Baoshan anchorage. There is a place in between in between our port and the channel. There is a place called Baoshan anchorage, so we'll be dropping anchor over there. We'll be waiting for a while because there is a vessel which is berthed at the terminal. The cargo of that vessel is still under discharging. So once the discharging operation of that vessel is completed, then we will resume our voyage, we will heave up our anchor and we'll go to the terminal. We started our transit of Yangtze River yesterday night around 10 o'clock. We heaved up our anchor from CJK anchorage. Then we started maneuvering towards the pilot station. We picked up pilot around 10:30 in the night. Then we started maneuvering towards the Yangtze River channel. We will be dropping anchor in a while. I will try my level best if I'm on watch. I will try to cover all the anchoring details and show you around how we drop anchor in this congested area. You can see the width of Yangtze River, it's not so wide. Okay, this is the coastline on the starboard side, and on the port side it's the coastline again. Right now we are navigating in between the channel, and there are numerous barges around. This is the pilot boat. So once we drop anchor at this place, pilot will get off on this boat. Okay guys, shortly I'll be going on bridge because I'll be having my navigation watch. I'll relieve third officer. I will try to record all the activities around, how we drop anchor, how the pilot goes off, and then the Yangtze River channeling. Okay guys, now we are anchored at Taizhou anchorage. This anchorage is in Shanghai River. Earlier we were supposed to berth at the this number 87 berth in Zhenjiang, our discharging port. But what happened that weather was not favorable, and as you know, Shanghai River is quite congested. For the big vessel, if the weather is not favorable, the pilot will not take out the vessel. So that's why he instructed us to drop anchor. We'll wait, and probably tomorrow morning weather is improving. We hope so. It's a prediction that it will improve. So tomorrow morning, if the weather improves, 7 o'clock we'll have pilot, and then 8:30 we'll start heaving up anchor. We'll be underway, and by 3 or 4 hours we'll reach our discharging berth. So right now I'll show you an egg dish that where we anchored. Okay, so this one over here, this object you see is our vessel. This is the Yangtze River, guys, and this yellow things you see, yellow part is land. So you could see there is traffic going from our starboard side and port side. So you can imagine it's like you are on an expressway or a highway, and you just stopped your vehicle in between of that expressway. So that is what we have done. Actually, it is a designated anchorage area, so that's why all the Cape vessels, big vessel, will anchor over here in this area. And the width of Shanghai River at this specific part is around 7 cables on the either side, so that is around 1.4 miles. Okay, so this is our vessel. This dark colored circle you see is our swinging circle. So once the vessel drops anchor, vessel will swing about this turning circle. Just 2 hours ago it started raining. It was heavily raining an hour ago, but now it came down to drizzle. The visibility is still quite bad. If possible, I'll show you. There is a Cape size vessel which is passing on our port side over here. When this vessel will come near, I'll show you from the bridge wing. Actually, it's raining, so the vessel on our port side is quite near. As you could see, this is the vessel, Cape size vessel. Let me just open this bridge wing. Okay, guys, it's raining out there, so I'll show you. I'll try to show you from here. Okay, that is the vessel. So this vessel is quite similar size of us, maybe little smaller than us. Maybe it's Panamax. Our vessel is Cape size. Normally in Yangtze River you will see vessels passing very close. They are passing almost 2 cables. Sometimes it's 1 cable for smaller vessel, because there is not so much of. Yangtze River is full of barges, guys. That is the barge I was talking about. Usually in Yangtze River you will find numerous barges. There are barges all around. Yeah, see these small vessels, these all are barge. So what exactly is a barge? Barge is a kind of you could say a very small vessel. They have cargo space in between. So what these barges do, they will load cargo shipment from the main port, and then they will commence their journey to the estuaries, because Yangtze River is connected through estuary. This whole Shanghai area is an industrial area. This Yangtze River has branches, estuaries going to numerous ports. So these barges, what they do, they will take the cargo from the main port, and then where big ships cannot arrive, where the draft is not, the depth of the water is not sufficient for the big ship to arrive or discharge at that berth, these barges will take cargo and then they will discharge to those berths. So this is the main Yangtze River channel, and yeah, you see this is the branch. So this is kind of estuary. There are ports and this berths available over here. So what these barges do, they will load the cargo from the main Shanghai ports, and then they will go to these estuary, because big vessels, they cannot enter this estuary as they are very narrow, and also the draft is not sufficient. So these barges, they will take this route, and then these estuary normally they will merge somewhere near to the main Yangtze River. So this is the main channel. Okay, I'll show you the port. Yeah, this is the port. This is our port, Zhenjiang. We are going to berth here tomorrow for our discharging operation. Let's see if we are going to pass any bridge during our transit to this specific berth. Yeah, okay, we have a bridge over here. That is the Taizhou Daikiao bridge. I hope by the time we start maneuvering tomorrow morning, we will have a clear weather so that I can shoot some good time lapse. And this is one of the busiest shipping lane in China. Also, you can say that Shanghai River is the backbone of industrial chain in China, as we have numerous ship taking in cargo, container vessel, be it tanker, bulk carrier or gas carriers. There are numerous vessels transiting through Shanghai Channel, going to different ports, discharging or loading their cargo and keeping this supply chain running. So this river, Shanghai River, man, it's quite a long river. And yesterday we started around 9:30 in the evening. We started around 9:30. Then we had to change pilot because the pilot which embarks on the vessel on the entrance of Yangtze River, he gets off during this river transit. And then we have two river pilots, those who came on board to bring our vessel till here to that anchorage. So tomorrow morning we'll have another two new pilots who will be taking our vessel from this anchorage to the berth. Guys, now rain has stopped, but the visibility is still quite less. So let me take you outside on the bridge wing. We'll see how Yangtze River looks like from outside. Okay, oh, there is a barge very close to our starboard quarter. We might be crossing from the arc going towards starboard side. Let's check the visuals of Yangtze River, guys. The visibility is quite poor, but I'm sure you are able to see these small bunker barge and this small container vessel. That's it, guys. Yangtze River, one of the busiest shipping lane of China. So as per our latest schedule, we are scheduled to heave up anchor tomorrow morning. That is around 8 or 8:30 in the morning. Then we'll proceed towards our discharging port. That is around, I think, 2.5 hours from this anchorage position. I think by the afternoon, by tomorrow afternoon, we'll be alongside at berth. Our discharging operation will start. Okay, and the starboard side, guys, the visibility is still quite poor. Otherwise I would have shown you. There are a lot of these industries over here and some discharging port as well of the container terminal. So guys, we are here at the Yangtze berth, Zhenjiang over berth. So discharging operation is going on right now, and I think today around 1400, that is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, discharging operation will complete and will depart from this berth going towards CJK. Let me show you how discharging operation is going on in this berth. As usual, we have gantry cranes. There are 3 cranes right now working on this berth, and we have 4 cargo holds to be discharged. So our vessel is berthed on this terminal. This is Zhenjiang berth, as you could see. Yeah, this is the Yangtze River, the main Yangtze River transit, and this is our berth over here. As I told you earlier, you know, Yangtze River, it's full of estuaries and branch channel as well. So you see this island is Henchengjiao, and the main river transit is over here, all this white portion, and then there is a branch, an estuary. Right now, guys, we are having wind from our starboard side. As you could see, that green dot which is revolving around our right side, that is starboard side. The wind is quite strong. Yesterday there was a cold front. There was a cold front passing just above this area. So that's why the weather was quite cold and chilly. and yesterday it was drizzling as well. So during our arrival station, we were shivering a lot. Yes, we took all the cold weather precaution, but still, you know, if it is windy and as well it is raining, then oh man, it becomes really hard to do all the jobs, because your hand becomes frozen and it's not easy to grip things. Anyhow, we managed quite well, and today hopefully in the afternoon we'll depart from this berth and then we'll proceed to CJK through this Yangtze channel. I'll just show you the temperature outside. It was close to 2 degrees in the evening, and I'm sure it might be less now. Yeah. Okay, see, it's almost 0.5, not even 1 degree. The temperature is 0.5. That's why it's so chilly out here. Guys, we'll be departing this afternoon, and then I'll show you. Yeah, these lights you could see. This is the bridge, that Hangzhou bridge. We'll be passing under that bridge and then proceeding towards the Yangtze channel. Man, it's too cold. Oh, 0.5 degree outside, man. It's quite chilly. There is a conveyor belt down underneath this crane, and as soon as the cargo is getting discharged from our vessel, there is a small ship, a barge, which is berthed right aft of our vessel. This cargo is then being loaded to that small ship. Let me try to show you. Okay, yeah. This is that small ship, guys, I was talking about. The cargo is going from here, and then there is a loader over there. It's loading on that small ship. So our cargo is iron ore. We are discharging iron ore here. They are discharging from our vessel, the big ship, and then loading to that small barge, so that that barge can take that cargo to the industrial area, which is located in the estuaries of Yangtze River. So that's how transportation and shipping works here in the Yangtze River. This afternoon we'll depart from this berth, and then it is around 19 to 20 hours of channeling through Yangtze River. We'll be going through this Yangtze River, exiting towards CJK, and then our next port is Singapore. So Singapore will have bunkers, that is refueling of the vessel. I will try to capture all the activities and all the action which we are going to experience in Singapore, and I'll try to make a vlog of that one as well. After completion of our cargo discharging, we departed from the port towards our next destination, Singapore. We had a long pilotage of around 21 hours before we exit the Yangtze River. Luckily, the visibility was clear after departure. Transit through the Yangtze is always hectic for the ship's crew, especially for the bridge team. But that's how a seafarer's life is, busy and hectic at times. Unlike the inbound transit through the Yangtze River, the outbound was pretty smooth. We had good visibility, and finally I got a good time lapse of the exit transit. That's all in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit like, share the video, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet.
I will see you in the next one. Till then, be safe and take good care of yourself.